The NES Classic returned to stores in June after a short sales season in 2016, and has now topped the U.S. sales charts. NPD reports that the NES Classic was the hardware platform with the highest sales of units in June in the United States, surpassing the PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One. The NES Classic managed to sell more than these consoles despite being for sale only for a few days at the end of June. The Nintendo SNES Classic was also the general sales platform for units per unit in the U.S. in September, when he debuted for the first time in stores. While the NES Classic is priced at $59 compared to the more expensive current generation of consoles, it is clear that still in demand 35 years after the original Nintendo Entertainment System. It debuted in 1983. The NES Classic comes loaded with 30 games, including classics like Super Mario Bros., Metroid, Donkey Kong, The Legend of Zelda and Pac-Man. While you cannot insert old NES cartridges, the console supports saving games and connects to TVs through an HDMI cable. Nintendo has not revealed if it now plans to introduce more retro consoles in miniature. The obvious candidates would be the classic versions of the N64 console or even the Game Boy. If the popularity of NES Classic and SNES Classic is something to go by, a classic N64 or Game Boy would probably soar to the top of the U.S. hardware sales charts.